very casual episode today.
100.
Welcome to episode 100 of Mismo.
Feels easy because we've just come back.
Right.
Feels like we haven't done that much work, but a previous version of ourselves did, 95% of this work?
Yes.
And we've popped back in for the last 5.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, but here we are.
Welcome to 100. Thank you for listening for 100 episodes. If you've listened since the beginning, thank you for tuning in now. If you're a brand new listener or viewer, we're stoked. When we started the podcast, did you think we were going to make it to 100 episodes? Did you think it was going to be like less than?
Absolutely thought we would make it to 100.
Really?
Didn't see that long of a break coming.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, I remember thinking we would stick around and do the 100th. We had talked about, like, which guest might be 100 when we were doing guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an athlete sticking around to, like, set a certain number of home runs or something.
Really?
I thought we would just stay to 100. I thought it was hilarious that we ended just a few episodes before.
So funny that it was like 4 or 5 shy.
I know.
So ridiculous.
We circled back.
We did it. It took a minute, but we're here. Hello.
Yeah, thank you so much for listening.
This podcast has felt a lot like we've had to have talked about this in previous episodes, but in times where the business, the auditions, the getting to show up for something acting wise felt really slow, or felt really like if we ever had a pessimistic view on it, this podcast has felt like the thing that we get to show up for so many years. And I'm glad we've returned to it.
Absolutely. The lights are up right now. It's 11:50 p.m. on a Thursday night.
Yeah.
Growing up though, people called my sister and I the Johnny Carson kids. Mm-hmm. We loved late night, like Conan and Fallon and Letterman, so much. So I don't know. I love that we get to like do this little version of we have our own show.
Yeah.
In our living room.
And now it's a late night show.
And tonight it is.
Yep.
This new version it is with the kid.
It has to be.
So we're the Johnny Carson kids again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It is fun to have a reason to put up the lights, to do a thing, to create our own thing.
Yeah. And it seems like everybody has resonated with the podcast in some way, shape, or form, which is always, that was the whole point of starting it in the first place, to make people feel less alone. And it was always really great to hear that and to read those comments when we did the first 95 episodes. And it's been really great to read that since we've come back as well.
Yeah. Thank you.
Anyway, what are we talking about today?
We said we're going to talk about kind of the good times, and what we love about acting. But I think also it's going to be just a vintage episode of Mismo, what we are. We are not celebrities reflecting back on how things were hard and now everything worked out and the lessons we learned along the way. This is the podcast of 2 people who are in the middle of the hard part. We do not know if this is going to work out. We are...
we're in the trenches.
But we're enjoying it. Mm-hmm. We have so many beautiful things in our life. You, Michael, that's everything. But yeah, I think we very easily get into the hardship, and because we want people to understand, or like people who are deciding, should I be an actor or not, or like students of yours who like that class that you just taught, like the questions that they had. this is a resource of two actors, different levels of experience, different backgrounds, but I think it's just kind of maybe sets a little bit more of a realistic expectation of if you were to move to LA or New York and pursue this, you might not be a movie star and a celebrity, but there's a life for you here and you can get a lot of joy out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I started out my class when I taught it by saying, one, I'm going to throw a lot of information at you guys over the next few weeks. So write this down. And two, I did say, like, it can feel like this is going to be very overwhelming or this is going to be very pessimistic or cynical, but I'm not trying to be negative. I really am just trying to paint an honest picture of what this is like. Now, everybody's experience is different, but there are, just like what we say in the podcast, there are like just things that we all go through. So I just wanted everybody to be prepared. And I agree. I really feel like this is what Mismo was and continues to be. And now it's just the added layer of we're parents.
I think that would be the real reason that other than hitting the number 100, I think that's the real reason that we came back is now we're parents.
Yeah.
So it's a completely different game.
And so many people have asked us, especially after we did Bali High, like, how did that happen? How did you guys do this?
Physically possible? How were there literally enough hours in the day for all of that to happen?
There weren't.
A lot of help. A lot of just, I don't know.
Grit, determination.
Yeah.
And help.
A lot of help. A lot of just, I don't know. Just, it happened because it had to get done.
Yeah.
It's that we have two absolutely uncompromising dreams. The dream of having a family, which we are doing successfully and in the early stages of that. But like, my God, it's the first 18 months are going great. Hey, in 3 minutes, it's Michael's going to be 1.5.
That's crazy. We did it.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Oh my gosh. 18 months. That's wild.
I guess you birthed him at like 9 a.m. So.
Yeah.
But what? You know what?
We're not those people. We're not those people. We're not. But
18 months.
You're right. 18 months. Quick, like, favorite thing of Michael's lately?
Lello.
Lello. He calls yellow Lello.
Lello.
It's so cute.
Popo.
He's big into colors right now. Recognizing colors. It's very exciting.
Yeah.
My favorite thing has been that he got his first haircut.
Oh, man.
You guys, he crushed it, though. I was prepared for anything. I didn't know how a child was. He could have done anything. Truly, I was like, okay, he might have to sit on me. He might have to sit on Daddy. Like, we don't know. Little homie, A+ work. He sat in his little taxi cab. He had a little taxi cab. It was so cute. His little taxi cab. He was a little bit like.
He knew that the cab was Lello, so he called it a bus because he loves
the wheels on the bus.
Loves wheels on the bus. Going back to colors, I was walking him today in the carrier and just pointing at every car and asking him what color the car is. And he just kept asking me to sing Wheels on the Bus.
Mm-hmm. He'll go, beep, 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 because he just wants the horn on the bus goes beep, beep,
beep, beep, beep. But I can't do it more than a handful of times. So the variety, the improv we've done on Wheels on the Bus now, I came up with a few new ones.
Oh, nice.
The teachers on the bus teach A, B, C.
Oh, that's a good one.
The students on the bus count 1, 2, 3. And the singers on the bus sing Do, Re, Mi. Yep.
That's A+ work right there, Torres.
When you're doing your 150th, 200th round of Wheels on the Bus, you got to mix it up.
I agree.
Just to keep it fresh, a performance. You know, you don't want to do the same thing.
I went with, when I have improv'd it lately, I go with animals. So the dogs on the bus, the cats on the bus, you know.
Get a lot of mileage out of animal sounds.
Yeah. But he, oftentimes when we improv it, we'll go beep, beep. And we're like, okay, all right. So we're back there. That's cool.
It's like, It's like the director saying, that was a choice. Let's just stick to the script.
Yeah, 100%. Wow, he's already directing.
He's directing us. Yeah.
He's everything. Everything. I can't believe he's 18 months. Great catch.
Wow.
That's crazy. We did it. But yeah, that was a huge part of why we came back was we're parents, an added layer of a thing. We already had so much going on before Michael, and he has only enriched our lives in so many ways.
Yeah. I will say we have adapted to like how do we be actors with a family in a lot of different ways. When we start by the way of like how do we fulfill that itch to do something, and this is helping.
100%, yes.
I'm not playing a character right now. I was kind of, we were both kind of lamenting about like we haven't gotten to like sink our teeth into a character.
Yeah.
We did a commercial this year, but like since we filmed Bali High,
Yeah.
I haven't gotten to satisfy the piece of me that wants to like be doing scene study and be like, you know, playing a great character and a great story all the time. But just putting the lights up, talking to you, it's something, and it's what we make of it. We're treating it like, you know, we're doing a show, and because of you, thanks for listening. Thanks for, you know, the feedback has been so kind. Thank you so much.
You're going to hear a lot of gratitude this episode. We are very grateful that people are taking any time to listen and to watch these. So you will hear a lot of gratitude because we are very grateful.
We do. We're going to talk mostly about all the happy stuff, but I do want to touch on one thing that you brought up the other day, because another just a reality of having a family. I call it I've been calling it the 4 F's: fitness, family, finance, and film. Obviously, money is a factor, and even more so with a kid. And my biggest challenge as an actor is the lack of stability. And so I have had to create an ecosystem that is a little more stable for me, just because it's the scariest part. And even more so now with Michael. Okay, but we were remembering the other day, you were saying when you were up for a pilot, and they tell you how much money you're going to make before you go in for your network test per episode. Ashley has a lot of experience with that. She has been a series regular several times. This was a few years ago. I had never had that experience. So I saw the number, and I'm like, we're on a walk around the neighborhood, and I'm pointing at houses. Ashley loves a corner lot. I'm looking at all the corner lots.
I do.
And I'm like, okay, if we if we just do it like right after season 1, we can get in like a single story, like that kind of a thing. If we wait till season 2, 3,
we can get something maybe bigger, or like move to a different neighborhood. We don't know. Yeah, it was. And at the time, like, it was. I guess I didn't think too much of it at the time. It was exciting to think that I hadn't gotten an opportunity to be series regular like that in, oh my God, 10 years?
Yeah.
It was so long. So yeah, of course you see that number. And just for anybody who doesn't know the business, who's listening or watching right now, you have to sign that contract before you do your network test, because there are, I'm sure, a million different reasons for it, but part of the reason is that like they don't want the network to fall in love with you and be like, no, we want this person, and then for the contract negotiations to fall apart. So you actually sign the contract. It's only a handful of people. It's like 2 or 3 people a role maybe, and you sign the contract before you do the network test and like work out all of the kinks in the contract, so that if you end up booking the job, all of that's kind of just done and you've signed everything already.
Right.
So we knew the number.
Okay, so but the other night you were saying, and this is true, is that we get too caught up in the money of it. And it's a natural thing because, you know, we would like to own a home, and we would like to you know, give Michael the best life that we're able to give him. So I gravitate towards the money, but you called me out on doing that too much. And what was I thinking? Of course that like got in your head in the network test. I'm sorry I put that on you and like added the pressure of that to you. But
what I had really said the other night was that I used that pilot as an example because if I think back to it, and here's the thing, thinking about the money is not a bad thing. I used to be a person, I'll say, during my time on True Jackson and like doing like, especially when I was coming up and starting my career, I literally used to tell my agent, like, I don't even want to know the number. Like, you guys just do everything and then I just want to show up for the job.
So baller, such an artist.
I was an artist when I was 14 and 15.
You're still an artist.
Thanks. But I used to do that. And then my team was like, you have to learn like a little bit of the business part of it. Like you can't completely turn a blind eye to that. And they're absolutely correct. Like, of course I need to know that. So I have gotten better at least, I'm no lawyer, but like at least knowing a good amount of the contract, knowing what things mean, right? And I just realized the other night, or I guess over the last like couple of weeks, I've just been thinking about like the habit that I've gotten into of getting an audition for something or like looking at projects in a different light, in that I look at how much it's going to be, that I'm like how much I'm going to get first before I get excited about anything else. It kind of, I was saying, like determines my excitement level of the project. And I was saying the other night, like, I feel like that's so unfortunate. I wish I would get excited about the role first or the project first or like whatever that is before I go, oh, but they're not going to pay me that much. Or, oh, great, they're going to pay me a ton of money, so that's great. But I also said it's not necessarily a bad thing that we talk about the money or that we focus on the money, because especially at this point in our lives, of course, we have to make sure that the time that we're spending away from Michael is going to be worth something. So
absolutely. I think we've talked a lot about like all the things that we've dropped to create the bandwidth to balance family and this film career. But to clear that up a little bit, it's like we just kind of have to.
Yeah.
Like we've done a lot of theater. We got to scratch the itch of like doing 99-seat theater in LA and and being in scene study classes, and I took all the improv classes, and like that was a very, very fun chapter. And now it's not that we love acting any less. It's just that we love Michael so much.
You gotta be picky.
It has to be worth us leaving the house and putting on the other parent, you got Michael for X amount of days.
Hours and days.
While I go and do this thing. And it's just a harder pitch for like a 99-seat show downtown that's paying $30.
Yeah. The other thing that I had said was, I think about my time at Rockwell a lot, the dinner theater that I worked in when we met, and
the best.
Yeah, it was incredible. And I remember when I got my first show there, the first show that I did there is what got me out of my relationship with my mom. Like, she didn't want me to do that show. I remember specifically her referencing that I like barely get paid anything to do the shows. And I do remember being like, I don't care. And what I said the other night was, obviously, we're not in a place, like you're saying, we're not in a place in our lives right now where we would like go and do 99-seat theater or like go and do dinner theater consistently like that. But if I think about Rockwell, I think about how much it changed my life. It got me out of my like really bad situation with my mom. It gave me like the bravery to go and do that. I have like some of my closest friends, and now your closest friends, are from that theater. I met you in that theater. I'm so devastated that that theater is no longer. Like, it's so sad knowing that that's not there anymore. But the time I spent there was so incredible, and we did not get paid like a lot of money to do that. And so what I was saying the other night was, at this point in my life, if something like a Rockwell show came along, I would say no. And that's really sad to me because I'm like, oh my God, that whole place changed my life. But also I have to believe that like the things that are meant for me are gonna like be, I'll end up doing it and it'll be great.
Yeah, it was so punk rock to not care about the money and just want to do it for the show.
Yeah, it was badass.
But we're not punk rock anymore. We're mama and dada.
Yeah.
So
and those are my favorite roles. So, and that's okay. That's okay. But it is something that it is something that I pointed out. I appreciate that you listened and heard it. And what's funny is that since we've had that conversation, we've both had self-tapes this week.
It's this late because Ashley had a self-tape tonight that
5 scenes.
And he stayed up, he stretched his bedtime a little bit. When we got him down around close to 8:45 tonight.
He's going to be a Johnny Carson kid.
And then, yeah, you had 4 characters to audition for tonight.
And one of those characters had 2 scenes, so.
5 scenes that we filmed.
Yep.
That was fast.
It was fast.
Quick work.
It wasn't.
You were saying how great it is to have an actor be that is so lucky that the reader, we have each other to be our self-tape readers.
I say that because after the first take of one of those characters, of the first character that we shot, just because I like a little button on the scene, right? A little moment after actors, you get it. We just like improvised something really funny, and we ended up doing another take of it just because it was a little longer than I would have liked. But we were like, oh, let's use that improv just in this one scene. We don't do it for every scene. Casting directors, if you're looking at us, we don't do it for every scene. But this felt like it warranted it, so we did it. Just a quick little button. But I was like, man, I feel so lucky that I have an actor to read with and a good actor to read with, because nobody else would have yes-anded what I said. Like, I wasn't expecting you to say anything at the when I thrown that line out. I thought that's the button, and then you kept going, and I was like, oh, so we're doing it.
I do have fun being your reader.
Oh,
yeah.
I love that you're my reader, and I love being yours.
You're so good. I'm so lucky when it's you. It's another example of how things have shifted in a way where, like, being an actor actually makes, I think, more sense to me now. Like, what it means to be an actor, we've gone more in the direction of, like, create your own stuff. And I feel like people had been saying, create your own stuff for a while. Like, you go to, like, a casting director workshop, and that had been the advice for, like, I remember, like, casting director workshops in 2015, where people were like, write a script, or find a friend with a script, and, like, just film a thing. And that was always, like, that was the thing. Mm-hmm. Much more so, like, it has dramatically gone more in that direction. So the fact that I have a production company with my wife. We've filmed a movie this year. We're doing this. It's like this dream of being an actor. It's happening. We are doing it. And we get to, by creating our own opportunities, the value of that is we get to show up and just do the thing. The 90s actor, early 2000s actor, who, might have made $70,000 for a national commercial, which isn't happening anymore at all. But that person had to figure out how to fill their days and just had to, like, kind of be available. And that's why everybody was like, typical jobs where you could leave it. But there wasn't enough to, like, do. I feel like that would have been, or was, harder for me. Because I remember graduating theater school and I was like, what do I do with my day?
Yeah.
I'm a hard worker. I want to be, I'm a teacher's pet. We're like good students. Like, I want to, like, go to class and show you that I'm a great student and that I'm willing to work harder than the other people around me.
Because I know you're wondering. Yes, Michael's only 18 months, but I believe he's a teacher's pet as well. He gets that from us for sure.
The girls at Kids Club know. They know.
Totally.
They know. Yeah.
I walked in there today and they were tracing his little foot on a piece of paper, and I was like, you just have these people wrapped around your little finger, don't you?
He's so us. So
But it's true. I can speak to that and say, I think that both of us do really well when we're busy, when we have we love having something to do. And man, I remember that year-ish, 2 years-ish after True and Bucket and Skinner, like after my time on Nickelodeon when I wasn't really booking anything, torture. Because you are available all day long.
Mm-hmm.
At the time I was still at home. So it's like I have a mom who is like essentially blaming me because I'm not a good enough actor, I'm not working hard enough, whatever it is. I'm not bringing home money. So just sitting home and like twiddling your thumbs, still going to classes and like still trying to figure things out. And by day being like, well, one day I'll book a job. Not for me. Was not for me. I feel so much more fulfilled now, even on the days that I'm not on set, because we are writing, because we are producing, because we are in post for Bali High, because we're already like looking at the next thing we are going to be writing. We're researching, we're watching things that would make sense, that would help us in that writing process. So like even doing those little things, I guess maybe to the public it would look like, oh, they're just watching TV, but like I'm doing it for a reason.
Yeah. Yeah. And even on top of that, like I'm in this Coach X curriculum for Equinox right now. You're going to be taking a directing class soon. We're kind of like setting some goals for the new year, and we know the next 2 projects that we want to write, and we were just talking about like, okay, well, let's get this done, and then we can have the bandwidth to write, and like we've got several different projects in different phases of development. And I remember years ago, like I had these clients who were like pretty successful screenwriters and producers, and they would always have like 5 or 6 or 7 projects in the mix at different phases, and I saw that and wanted that, and now we're doing it.
Yeah,
it's great.
Yeah, we have on my little like task planner thing, it's called the Mismo menu. And it makes me so happy when I open it and look at it, just because it's the ideas that we've had that are the ideas that we feel like are worth pursuing a little bit more. And it's always so exciting to open that and look at that and go, okay, we got stuff to work on.
Yeah, we don't we have to clear up space to be able to write. Like we don't there's just not the hours in the day for it all the time. But because those projects have existed on the Mismo menu and we see them like month after month, I stay excited.
Yes.
And I feel like some of those ideas we've had for a year plus, and like I still think they're good ideas. So I can't wait to sit down and write those.
Yeah, me too. It's very exciting.
You had some questions prepared for today?
I did. I decided to just give us some questions just for... A lot of these are like since 2022, because 2022 is when we paused the podcast in the first place. So some of these have to do with like that time frame. But
you're asking both of us.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. What is one thing you were worried about in 2022 that ended up working out better than expected?
Starting a family.
100%.
Yeah.
Agree.
Yeah.
Just to expand on it a little bit, I feel like in our heads, we were like, and this has to happen, and this has to happen, and this has to happen before we have a kid, and this has to happen before we have a kid.
Own a home.
Yeah.
Didn't happen, but whatever.
Yeah. That was a big one.
That was a big one.
I'm sure there were more.
There were some career goals.
Yeah.
Didn't happen.
Yeah. But it ended up happening, and it has been like the most, like I said, he has only enriched and fulfilled our lives even more.
Could you imagine if we didn't? If we had just like held ourselves to the things that we said we were waiting on?
I would be stressed out.
Because I mean, literally at 18, I came here with 2 dreams. Like it was always be an actor and have a family.
Right.
And so many acting teachers along the way, or people were just like, well, how could both happen?
Yeah.
I remember one acting teacher in particular, like, made fun of actors who had come through his class. And then he's like, at some point you'll decide it's a good idea to have a family and like drop this.
I'd like to know who this person is off air. Thank you so much.
I will tell you.
Thank you.
I will definitely tell you.
Rude. Okay, so we have the same answer on that.
Yeah.
What is the biggest lesson you learned during the podcast pause that you're bringing back now?
Biggest lesson? Mm-hmm. You go first.
Oh, no. I don't know if I have an answer. I did these questions. Damn it. The biggest lesson I learned during the podcast pause, efficiency.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Thank you.
Who, yeah?
Yeah.
Who tell you that?
Did you just ask?
I'll take it. Oh, thanks so much. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like efficiency and boundaries are like the first two things that are coming to mind. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
But I feel like since the podcast ended, just because of everything we have going on with writing, with Michael, with like everything we have going on, we've had to make our lives so much more efficient. And we've like, especially with Michael, had to level up the intensity of our time management, you know? So I don't know. I think that's just the first thing that comes to mind. What about you?
I'd say a lesson that I have like learned theoretically, but have to remind myself of all the time is to drop some expectations.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. I like that.
And because it's it can kill your joy so much to like not have checked off the things that you had hoped that you would. But I've been so hard on myself about that.
Yeah.
And to just, and again, it's a lesson that I have to relearn like weekly, but like, you know.
We talk a lot about realistic expectations now. Because I think we have a lot of things we aspire to do, a lot of like goals, a lot of things, but at the same time now we go, okay, but what can we do in this moment? What is realistic right now?
And also, my life is so undeniably beautiful right now, especially with you and Michael. It's that like I'm in the good old days right now.
Yeah.
Even if some of the things that I think I really want do happen, I'll look back very fondly on this time. So, I guess the lesson is to be present and be grateful for what I have.
Well, that answers the next question, which is if you could tell your 2022 selves one thing, what would it be?
Okay, 2022, it was the New York year? New York and Bali?
No, 23 was Bali.
23. So we were writing, oh yeah. We were writing kindness?
We were writing kindness, yes. We were.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't make kindness, but we made our first movie.
Yeah.
Like...
It's around the corner.
It's around the corner. I think just keep going. It's going to happen. Yeah.
I would have told myself, you had an amazing year. Remember this. Not every year is like this.
Yeah.
Career-wise. Because I got to work a lot that year. I was very lucky. Which is honestly part of the reason we had to pause on the podcast because there was no time for it. But we made it back.
We have much less time available than we did in 2022.
It's crazy.
We did not stop the podcast because there was no time.
No. It's funny to think back at it, though, because I know for a fact that we were like, well, how are we supposed to do the podcast? Like, Ashley's working all the time. Like, what's going on? So I know for a fact that we were like, there's just no time for it. But to think of that now and be like, it's 12/22 and happy 18 months, Michael. And we're now like, oh, we have time to do the podcast.
Yeah, sure. I think that first 6 months of parenthood especially changed our relationship to time. Because you're just like not even, your body is doing things like like sanitizing bottles and like, and you're getting through your day, but you're not even sure how it's happening.
Yeah.
And we made a movie.
Now we can laugh about it. At the time, it was like, whoa. But then it was also like, we're doing it.
I think just taking on a preposterous amount and surviving has
Real.
changed what we think we have bandwidth for.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have, there's more podcast ones, but I'll come back to those.
Okay.
Some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
I'll say rapid fire, but also like if you'd like to offer a little explanation, feel free. This is our podcast. We can do what we want.
Okay, but you're going to?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Best meal you've had since 2022.
Oh, a perfect Kempinski.
Oh my God, me too. It was a sushi, like a really amazing sushi restaurant in Bali. It was our favorite meal that we had we went for our anniversary. Is that right? Yeah. It was so good. Okay. Favorite project you worked on during the break?
1, 2, 3.
Bali High. Most unexpected skill you picked up?
Do you have one?
I can do a push-up. That's my skill. I gained that. That was this year. I gained that.
I mean, like the producing.
Fair.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Ooh, song that defined your 2023 to 2024. Song? Fight Song by Rachel Platten.
Okay. I mean, I've been listening to Led Zeppelin Physical Graffiti a lot.
Nice.
Like, I had always really only listened to Led Zeppelin 1 through 4.
Right.
And then you got me Houses of the Holy on vinyl. And then I've been listening to In My Time of Dying. Oh my God, I was doing some weighted chin-ups to In My Time of Dying the other day. My goodness.
Ooh.
It's a great song.
Good for you. All right.
Not current at all.
Best parenting win.
How proud our family is of us and of Michael. That feels really good.
That does feel really good. I'll also say how kind Michael is. He likes to share. Yeah. He's very He's very inclusive. He loves for everybody to be together, and he's just got like such a kind soul so far, and I think that's awesome.
I think that's just who he is.
I think that's just who he is.
Came out that way,
I do enjoy that we foster that that kindness in him. Worst parenting fail that's funny now. I don't know if I don't. For some reason, baby-led weaning is coming to mind. And it wasn't even a fail, but it was just like, I guess for me it was just a scary part of like feeding him. Mm-hmm. was like, parents will know this. If you did baby-led weaning, giving them meat and like knowing the difference between gagging and choking.
Terrifying.
But I also knew it was important, and we wanted to do that and like give him the tools for eating later on, and it worked. He's very good at it now, but that was scary.
Mine was closing doors loudly in the newborn phase.
Now, oh my God. We're going to do a whole episode on this.
It was such a thing that I was like, okay, I'm going to close a door and you watch me and you tell me what I'm doing wrong. And we really went over the mechanics of the rate at which you turn. I'm moving fast. Not to brag, but I got a lot of muscle. Okay, sometimes I'll close a cabinet and it just gets some momentum from me. I think my finger is gonna guide it, and I'm gonna be able to close it fast, but also softly. And I lose control of it. And then it slams, and then I like when he was really little and sleep was so precious, I would close like the dryer door and it would be louder than I had intended, and I just knew Ashley was gonna be pissed.
There was during Thanksgiving this year, when you travel with a kid, getting him to nap in a new space is like yikes. He did fine, but like I think it was probably the first like full day we were there. He was just having a tough time going down for that nap, and I think he had like started settling a little bit, and you went to the bathroom and you opened the door so loudly. And your mom and I just looked at each other. And we were like, oh God.
taught me how to close doors. I got to take the follow-up course of opening doors.
Yeah, the closing, you've got down pat. The opening, I'll say 80% of the time, you're good about opening. But when you're like, especially in the morning when you're not thinking about it and you're like, I just got to go to work, it's just the like, it's
presence. It's presence and multitasking.
Yeah. But the one in Thanksgiving was really funny.
Because, I know.
That made me laugh. Celebrity you'd love to work with? Easy. Leonardo DiCaprio for me.
Yeah. Same answer.
And bonus answer, Ryan Gosling. Somebody, anybody, please. Please.
Oh, Matt Damon.
Oh, also Matt Damon. All three people I've had crushes on. If this somehow comes across any of your desks, I love you. Dream vacation spot you have not been to?
Spain.
Ooh, Italy. What are you most proud of from the past 2 years?
Michael.
Easy. And to finish this out here, some podcast questions for you. What are you most excited to talk about in this new chapter of Mismo?
We've been talking about it, but
yeah.
I'll say like my 4 Fs: family, film, finance, and fitness.
Nice. Is there a topic that you are surprised we have not covered yet?
Surprised that we have not covered?
Mm-hmm.
No. Did you come up with one?
Yeah.
Oh.
Money.
We haven't covered money.
We've not covered, not a full episode on money and theater. We've not done.
We've not done theater?
I don't think so. It's still on my I have a list.
Obviously.
Of course I do. You heard that we like to check things off of a list, right? Yeah, I think those two are still on my list, and we talk about it so often. So I think it's funny that we haven't. Yeah,
I feel like we talk about those things, but I guess we haven't done an episode dedicated to it.
Yeah,
I money's tricky, but it's sure.
Yeah. Last question: dream guest for episode 200.
Keke Palmer.
What? How dare you? I didn't see that one coming. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Fantastic answer.
Just gotta be honest. But also Keke. Keke would be great. That's so good. That's such a good answer.
So is yours. Your answer is also great. My birthday this year was taking some friends to One Battle After Another.
Phenomenal. Phenomenal. You know what I really loved about One Battle After Another?
Yeah.
That Chase Infinity has made Leonardo DiCaprio do TikToks. And that really brings me a really certain kind of joy.
We now exist in a world where Leonardo DiCaprio is doing TikToks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, Leo, that's a guy who is like a reason that I wanted to be an actor. Like
right.
Jack, De Niro, Leo, like those, right? And you couldn't have imagined them doing... I haven't seen De Niro on TikTok, and I haven't seen Jack. I don't think those guys are going to do it.
But you know Scorsese's on TikTok.
I know.
It's kind of awesome.
I know. It's wild.
Do you think Scorsese and Leo talked about the TikToks? Like, do you think he was like, Leo, it's not that bad. Just do it.
I think you gotta relax about it. They're lighthearted about it.
Yeah.
I mean, the rules are out the window. Like the wanting to be the like mysterious actor thing.
But also, I'll give to Leo that he's done. He was on New Heights. He's done all of these podcasts, these like fun TikToks and stuff like that. I still know almost nothing about his personal life.
You guys know so much about our personal life.
You know everything.
We've said way too much. Yeah. But there's no version where, we get famous and then we're like private because it's out there now.
Yeah. He talks mainly about his work, and people mainly just ask him about his work. I think that's great. We'd love to have you on the podcast.
I love that you shot for Leo twice in tonight's episode. But yeah, Keke. How cool would it be
Kiki
to
would be an awesome.
talk
And
to
now
Kiki or work with Kiki?
Now I'm regretting my answer. You think it would be awesome to work with Kiki?
Could you imagine what that is like?
Nah. It would be. You would love it. She is. She's my favorite number one I've ever worked for. Worked with.
Yeah.
I love her.
She seems like it.
Yeah.
She seems like a number one. When camera's rolling, obviously she's wildly talented, but it sounds like she does all the other things that a great number one does to lead and set a tone and an environment on set.
My kids in the last class asked, I said something about a number one, and they were like, why is it important to be a good number one? And my example was Kiki, because she's phenomenal at it. She's, while still like doing her job, she's also just like kind and fun, and like she made our set what it was. It was amazing. You'd love her.
So impressive.
Any thoughts before we wrap up episode 100?
Here's to another 100. Wow. And I love doing this with you.
Me too.
Yeah.
I do hope though that we won't be recording episode 200 at 12:35 while Michael is asleep, and we're trying not to make too much noise down here. I hope that maybe we'll record it during the day.
Sleep is a goal for 2026.
Definitely, yeah.
It's whatever. Happy half birthday, 1.5 to Michael.
Happy 18 months, kid. We love you.
And happy 100 episodes.
Happy 100 episodes.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Good night.